back to the amazing Islamic podcast of history. My name is Juliana Zulajete.
I'm Marisela Nadal.
I'm Naila Handal.
And I'm Valera Alegría.
Today we're going to explore Islamic art, calligraphy, mosaics, and geometric patterns. We're also going to focus on arabesque designs.
We are also going to talk about how art was used in mosques, places, and manuscripts.
We'll talk about architectural structures. We'll highlight iconic structures, for example, the Dome of the Rock. We're going to explain the fusion of Islamic, Byzantine, and Persian architectural elements.
Welcome back to our podcast, where we explore captivating historical topics. I'm Yuli, your host, and joining me today is Marisela. We're excited to dive into the world of Islamic art with a focus on calligraphy. Marisela, what can you tell us about calligraphy in Islamic art?
Well, hi Julie. And Islamic art uses a lot of mediums, and calligraphy holds a special place within it. Calligraphy is highly significant in Islamic culture as a means of visually expressing the sacred words of the Quran. And it's not just about the aesthetics, it's like a spiritual connection with the divine.
That's fascinating, Marisela. Could you provide some examples of calligraphy in Islamic art?
Certainly, Yuli. The Cufic script, known for its angular and bold lettering, is often found in architectural elements like mosque facades. And the Naqsh script, with its flowy cursive style, is commonly used in manuscripts and decorative arts. Throughout history, calligraphers like Ibn Muqla has left a lasting impact on this art form.
How has calligraphy influenced other areas of Islamic art?
Well, calligraphy has had a profound influence on various art forms of Islamic art, such as ceramics, textiles, and architectural ornamentation. Its aesthetic and spiritual significance can be seen in the patterns of graceful curves around these art forms.
It's remarkable how calligraphy has left its marks across different mediums. Lastly, how do you think calligraphy remains captivating and relevant today?
Well, calligraphy transcends language and cultural barriers. Its beauty and spiritual depth make it universally appreciated, and it connects us to the rich Islamic heritage and allows us to admire the skill and the devotion of the calligraphers throughout history. Hi, and welcome back to our podcast. I'm your host, Marisela, and today we are diving into the captivating world of Islamic art. Joining me today is Yuli. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Marisela. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to explore the fascinating topic of how Islamic art was used in palaces and manuscripts.
Wonderful, Julie. Well, let's dive right into it. How was this art employed in palaces?
Art in Islamic palaces was used to create an elegant and beautiful atmosphere. They used complicated geometric designs, Arabs motifs, and vibrant colors adorning the walls, ceilings, and architecture elements. These artistic reflect the wealth, power, and refined taste of ruling people. The places became showcases of artistic excellence, with each element crafted to create a visual, stunning, and awe-inspiring environment.
It's truly fascinating how Islamic art transformed these palaces into magnificent showcases of beauty and luxury. Well, now let's talk about the realm of manuscripts. How was Islamic art integrated into manuscript production?
Islamic manuscripts were not only filled of knowledge, but also works of art in their own right. These calligraphic writings were often adorned with amazing illuminations, miniature paintings, and decorative borders. Gold leaf, vibrant pigments, and intricate details were used to embellish the pages, elevating the manuscripts to objects of beauty and reverence.
Well, the combination of calligraphy, illuminations, and artistic establishments truly transformed Islamic manuscripts into treasures of both knowledge and arts. Now, Julie, could you provide us with some important examples of Islamic art in palaces and manuscripts?
Certainly, Marisela. One remarkable example of Islamic art in palaces in the Alhambra in Spain. Its intricate stucco carvings, arabesque designs, and colorful tilework exemplify the beauty and sophistication of Islamic art scene. In manuscript, the Persian miniature paintings are highly regarded for their delicate brushwork, vivid colors, and intricate details. The Sahamel, an epic Persian poem, often feature stunning miniatures illustration that brought the stories to life.
The Alhambra and Persian miniatures were indeed iconic examples of the splendor Islamic palaces and manuscripts. Now, how did the art in these places contribute to the overall cultural heritage of Islamic art?
The art in places and manuscripts play a significant role in shaping and cultural heritage of Islamic art. It shows the refined artistic skills, technical expertise, and creativity of Islamic artisans and craftsmen. These works of art not only captivated the eyes but also serve as testament to the rich cultural and intellectual legacy of Islamic civilization. They continue to inspire artists and scholars, and their influence can be seen in contemporary art forms.
It is remarkable how the art in these palaces and manuscripts continues to inspire and leave a lasting impact on artistic traditions of today. Thank you, Julie, for sharing your knowledge on how Islamic art was used in places, palaces, and manuscripts.
Thank you, Marisela. It's been a pleasure discussing this topic with you. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of our podcast, where we explore the fascinating world of Islamic art and culture. Today, we have a special guest with us, Marisela, an expert in Islamic art and design. Marisela, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Julie. It is a pleasure to be here.
Marisela, Arab's designs are truly captivating. Could you share with us some examples of these designs can be found in Islamic art and architecture?
Certainly, Julie. Arabesque designs are seen in various forms of Islamic art and architecture. One of the most iconic examples is found in Islamic geometric patterns, which adorn mosques, palaces, and everyday objects, really, such as ceramics and textiles. These patterns can be seen on walls, ceilings, and even in tile work. And while calligraphy is another really significant area where arabesque designs are incorporated. They're made up of graceful curves and flourishes of Arabic script are often integrated into the overall design, creating a harmonious blend of form and meaning.
That's fascinating, Marisela. I'm curious to know, are there any specific symbols or motifs commonly used in Arab's designs, and what do they signify?
Oh, of course. Well, arabesque designs feature a wide range of symbols and motifs, each with their own special significance. One commonly used is a symbol of tendril, which represents the growth of life and vitality. It often takes the form of twisting vines or a leaf, symbolizing the beauty and abundance of nature. Another one is the calyx, which resembles the shape of a flower bud. It symbolizes the potential for growth and transformation. The calyx motif is often repeated in patterns, creating a sense of rhythm and movement.
Marisela, let's dive deeper into the spiritual significance of Arab's designs. Could you elaborate on how these designs provoke a sense of spirituality?
Of course, Julie, Arab's designs hold deep spiritual significance. When one observes these intricate patterns, they experience a profound connection with the divine. The repetitive nature of these motives can induce a meditative state, allowing the individual to focus on their thoughts and embraces a sense of tranquility.
That sounds truly transformative. The meditative aspect of Arab's designs must foster a sense of inner peace. How do these designs reflect the Islamic belief in the unity of oneness of God?
Well, Arab's designs exemplify the Islamic belief in the unity and oneness of God through their use of geometric patterns, which is actually really cool. And geometric patterns are symbolic of like the underlying order and harmony of the universe. By repeating these shapes, Islamic artists aim to like convey the infinite nature of Allah's creation and interconnections of all things.
That's amazing, Marisela. The interconnectedness of all things is a beautiful concept. Could you provide an example of how Arab's designs incorporate elements from nature to reflect the beauty of Allah's creation?
Certainly, Yuri. Arab's designs often feature vegetal motifs such as leaves, vines, and flowers. These elements from the natural world symbolize the diversity of Allah's creation. By incorporating them into like these designs, Islamic artists aim to remind viewers of the intricate and awe-inspiring aspects of the natural world, which serves as a reflection of Allah's divine design.
It's truly remarkable how Islamic art showcases the beauty of nature and the connection of spirituality. Marisela, in addition to geometric and vegetable motifs, are there any other symbols of elements commonly found in Arab's design?
Well, absolutely, Yuri. Another like really prominent symbol found in Arab's designs is the eight-pointed star. This symbol represents the harmony and balance, which are essential aspects of Islamic spirituality. The repetition of this star motif reinforces the idea that interconnectedness and unity in the design align with the belief of the unity of creation.
Thank you, Marisela, for coming and teaching about Islamic art.
Well, of course, thank you, Julie. I'm really grateful for the opportunity to discuss this fascinating topic and its like spiritual depth. Thank you a lot for having me.
Thanks, Marisela and Julie. Now, Mariana, let's talk about architectural marvels. I would like you to tell you about the Great Mosque of Córdoba. The Great Mosque of Córdoba is also known as the Mezquita. It's an amazing religious place in Córdoba, Spain. It is mostly known for its distinguished fresco arches, stunning prayer hall with an amazing forest of columns, and historical significance as a symbol of Islamic and Christian influences in Spain.
That's great. I would really love to tell you about the Dome of the Rock. It is a structure located in Jerusalem. It is a significant Islamic shrine. The Dome of the Rock is so important for Islamic people because of many reasons. For example, they associate the rock that is inside of the dome with the location where Abraham would sacrifice his son, according to God's order. I would also love to talk about the Alhambra. Something that I really love is that its ceilings and walls are adorned with meticulously crafted designs, creating a visual feast for the eyes. The extensive use of water features, including fountains, pools, and water channels, creates a serene and refreshing ambience throughout the complex.
That sounds amazing, Mariana. Also, the fusion of Islamic, Byzantine, and Persian architectural elements is an example of cultural exchange and artistic synthesis. Each of these civilizations contribute distinctive features to the architectural landscape, and their caverns resulted in stunning structures that reflected in a rich tapestry of influences.
Great! And have you heard about some anecdotes of their construction? One of my favorites is one about the construction of the Great Mosque of Córdoba. It relates of the origins of the mosque's striking red and white striped arches. Legend that it has it that when the Emir Abd al-Rahman I saw the finished construction, he was not pleased with the plainness of the columns and struck of inspiration. He ordered the pillars to be painted red and white using a mixture of henna and egg whites. This simple yet ingenious idea gave the mosque its distinctive and mesmerizing visual appeal.
Cool. Islamic architecture. Islamic architecture is renowned for its intricate geometric patterns, elegant arches, and decorative motifs inspired by Islamic art and calligraphy. Byzantine architecture, with its domes, mm, basilicas, and intricate mosaics, carries a legacy of Roman architectural traditions infused with Christian symbolism. Persian architecture, characterized by its use of intricate tilework, expansive courtyards, and ornate domes, reflected a deep appreciation of symmetry and balance.
Great! And have you heard about some anecdotes of their construction? Legend has it that during the construction, an ingenious master builder named Raja devised a remarkable method to lift the large and heavy building blocks onto the elevated platform. It was engineering feat that would astound onlookers and leave a lasting impact on the structure's design. Raja's plan involved a complex system of ropes, pulleys, and inclined planes. With meticulous precision, the workers would transport the massive stones and piston them in place. The use of this innovative technique not only showcased the builders' advanced engineering skills, but also proved crucial in achieving the desired architectural fusion. As the construction progressed, Islamic Byzantine artisans worked side by side, each contributing their unique expertise. Byzantine craftsmen skillfully created intricate mosaics resembling those found in Byzantine churches, while Islamic artisans added delicate calligraphy and geometric patterns, reflecting Islamic artists' traditions.
This collaborative effort resulted in breathtaking architectural masterpiece that blends Byzantine elegance with Islamic aesthetics. The dome of the rock's octagonal shape, inspired by the Byzantine material, stood a departure from traditional Islamic architectural forms. And yet, the golden exterior, intricate calligraphy, and geometric patterns distinctly capture the sense of its Islamic design. The construction of the Dome of the Rock not only exemplifies the fusion of two great architectural traditions, but also serves a symbol of cultural exchange and collaboration. It stands as testament to the remarkable creativity and craftsmanship of the builders who brought this vision to life.
And that concludes our episode on the construction of the Dome of the Rock. Join us next time as we explore more architectural marvels. And that concludes this amazing anecdote about the construction of the Dome of the Rock. This anecdote was really interesting because it was a type of advance in engineering that's really amazing. I really love telling anecdotes. Let's tell another one about the Great Mosque of Córdoba. Okay, so the story tells that when the mosque was nearing completion, the emir himself was not entirely satisfied with the plainness of the columns that adorned the interior. He believed that the mosque needed a touch of splendor and elegance to truly reflect the magnificence of the Islamic faith. In a moment of inspiration, the emir ordered the plain columns to be painted in vibrant colors, using a mixture of henna and egg whites. The master craftsman transformed the simple columns into breathtaking works of art.
As the paint dried, something extraordinary happened. the colors began to merge and blend, creating a mesmerizing effect. The mosque interior came alive with a stunning display of red and white striped arches, each one of testament to the exceptional craftsmanship and artistic vision. This ingenious idea not only added the touch of the grandeur to the mosque, but also became a defining feature of its architectural brilliance. The red and white striped arches, known as the boussures, captivated the eyes of visitors, creating enchanting ambience that still enchants visitors on these days.
The construction of the Great Mosque of Córdoba stands as a statement to the vision and creativity of its builders. This anecdote of the painted columns showcases the commitment to perfection and their ability to transform a seemingly ordinary feature into an extraordinary work of art. This was it for the anecdotes about the construction of these structures. This is an amazing and really interesting section because it tells us that many stories behind the constructions.